I don't know if you know it, but we can just key in. This is the gathering of the saints. So, you know, we should just freely do 5 minutes worship and thank God for what He's doing with us. I tell you, only one person, one committed person can change the whole TBC community. Not to talk of all of us, you know, we can do it. Oh God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jehovah, the man of war. His mercy endureth forever and ever. Oh, praise His holy name. That's the song in my heart. Please, if you know it, let's sing it. O God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jehovah, the man of war. His mercy endureth forever and ever. Oh, praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. Oh, praise His holy name. Oh, praise His holy name. Let me sing it again. Jehovah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jehovah, the man of war. His mercy endureth forever and ever. Oh, praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. Oh, praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. Oh, praise His holy name. Yeah, if I didn't sing that song, I wouldn't be able to flow, because each time I want to start the meeting, the song keeps coming to my heart. And anytime I receive such spiritual ministration, it doesn't matter where I am. If I'm in a public place, I'll just go somewhere and just worship, you know, because when God is doing things, He does it from the Spirit. Who knows what He is doing right now as we're here? You know, I believe in God so much, and I know that He can use us to transform the community. That money you are seeing in your wallet, God can use us to transform the whole community. Just you know, are we 5 or 6 of us here? You know, let's assume we are just the ones He will use to fulfill the expectations of TBC community. It's not everybody in TBC community that even know the existence of God. Not everybody knows that God is a God of abundance. Every day when I wake up, I listen to Pastor Copeland. You know, he talks about abundant life. All the time he talks about the abundant life. We are Christians. We are supposed to live in abundance, you know. So if people say what we are seeing is not possible, the Bible says with God, all things are possible. It is possible, 100% possible. You know, our help comes from God and God alone. By the time we know it, God will just send help from anywhere. Help will just come for us, you know. Right now, the way it is, if I have money, I will sponsor the whole thing. If I have money, I will do the sponsoring. I will use my money to sponsor it. Because sponsoring TBC is like sponsoring the gospel. You know, a lot of pastors are struggling today in their ministries because there is no money. And so many pastors, you know, they believe in doing it themselves. Because when you call people to give, their members to give, they don't really understand that giving is for them to be blessed. They think you're giving to the pastor. You know, at the end of the day, most pastors take advantage of the members by, you know, insisting they keep giving all the time. But I tell you, as a pastor, if you have all it takes, you don't even mind whether your members give their offering or tithe. You just be praying for them to learn to give, for them to be blessed, not because you need their money. You know, so we need TBC to sponsor the gospel. We need TBC to free the world from poverty. We need TBC to stop youth from, you know, engaging in different activities, prostitution, armed robbery, you know, theft, small stealing, all because of poverty. So God can use us. Since I started having meetings with leaders, I have never entered a meeting. I feel the presence of God like I just felt right now. Never, I have never done it. Except the day we had leaders prayer meeting. Because sometimes we have our admin prayer meeting to pray concerning what we are doing. You think devil will just sit down somewhere and watch the way we are moving? It's a lie. He will want to stop us. But you see, we cannot achieve what we want to do with an ordinary person, so to say. An ordinary person cannot do what we are doing. It doesn't matter how much you have. Faruna came up, he had all the bitcoins. He tried, he could not. You know, I was promoting Faruna with every passion in me. I spent not less than 1 million naira going to Nigeria just to promote Faruna. He never gave me $1. Faruna never gave me $1. I even paid for Faruna stores. I paid for 5 people. You know, why did I pay? Not because what I want to shop, I don't have it. It's because as he's promoting TBC, it's affecting the lives of people. I just did it to support him, just for us to promote TBC. Not because I want to shop, because I can get what I want, you know. But I promoted that guy passionately from my heart because he was promoting TBC, not because I wanted to shop. I spent not less than 1 million naira going to Nigeria and back, not because, you know, I was going to go and shop. Tell me how much worth of product I will shop that I cannot buy here with 1 million naira, you know. But because of my passion to see that people are liberated from this thing called poverty is a great disease. I'm telling you, poverty is a disease. When it hits you, like this is month end, if you don't have bills to pay your monthly rent here, you're on your own. The landlord will tell you to leave. Where are you living to? You know, you have to work and work and work. At the end of the day, if the grace of God is not upon you, your work will be in vain. It will even be enough to take care of your bills. People are getting up early in the morning. Sometimes they wake up by 5 a.m. just to meet up in their office places. At the end of the day, how much are they getting paid? Maybe 5,000 rands, you know, because I'm here in South Africa. But do you know that God can give me 5,000 rands in 1 hour? Yes, he can. And I am just here, you know, just having meeting with you. 5,000 rand can just come from anywhere. That is the way we depend on God because he is our source. Let me share with us one revelation I had, you know, before all these things started. I'm not saying that, you know, that revelation is TBC. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that God showed me that revelation before I came in contact with TBC. And TBC is an abundance. It's abundant wealth. It's a kind of wealth that is not, you cannot imagine, you know, that you have over $1 billion in your wallet. You can't imagine it, you know. Tell me, if somebody come to you and say, okay, how much is one TBC? You say $8 million or $9 million. And the person say, okay, I want to buy. And you'll be like, you want to buy? The person will be, yes, I want to buy. you send one TBC and the person credits your account with $9 million. What will you do that day? But do you know it's possible?
Of course.
All things are possible to them that believe. See, the world, when they do their rituals, the people that do money rituals, when they do their rituals, do you know that some evil spirits can go and buy things because they do evil rituals for their things to be selling? You will find out that in a particular store, you have 5 people selling the same thing. Only one person is making sales every day. That person did money rituals. And that money rituals, even the devil will raise spirits to go and buy from that person. Do you know it happens in this world?
Yes.
No. Do you know it happens? It happens, my brother. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know that God can send an angel to come and buy TBC from you, 1 TBC, and that the angel will credit your account with 1 TBC? Let me tell you, anything is possible. Let me give you an instance. There was a time in Nigeria, I was in Lagos, Nigeria. I was having challenges in my business. You know, I didn't have shishi anywhere. And I'm this kind of person. Maybe that's why I got married late. I don't have time for men. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't have your time, you know. So I grew up like that. I didn't have time for, and if not that my husband really insisted, maybe by now I would have still been single. Because all I care for is how to worship God. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. So I was just telling God, I said, I have kept myself for you. I don't have time for men. My business is having issues. No, I don't have anything in my house. How are you going to take care of me? This is a miracle that I have never seen happen anywhere before. The next day, my credit card, you know credit card. Credit card, if you don't move money to your credit card, you will not have money in your credit card. Do you know that?
Yes.
You have to move money from your account to your credit card. I didn't have money anywhere. My credit card, I checked it, I had $3,000.
Wow.
Before God and man, $3,000. I couldn't trace the money anywhere. I couldn't trace $3,000 from anywhere. I saw the alert, $3,000. I said, my God, I used to hear that, you know, this kind of miracle happens. But I thought it happens to a bank account. I thought it happens to a bank account, you know, where somebody will credit your account, you don't know the person, and the person will not come for the money. How come it's happening to credit card? It happened to me in 2013. That's when that thing happened to me. So I waited till the next day. I was hungry. I didn't have food in the house. I waited till the next day. I wanted to be very sure that this is a miracle because there was no trace. It was a miracle. I went and I cashed $3,000 in Nigerian naira. It came out in naira. It entered in dollars. I was in Nigeria. We use naira, but I have a dollar account, you know, that has a Visa, a dollar card. So the money came in dollars. It didn't come in naira. Then when I went to cash it, it came out in naira. This is a miracle that I have never seen before. It happened to me, you know. Another miracle that happened to me was my stay here in South Africa. I have talked about it. My stay here in South Africa, I came with a product here called Fuel Energy. This is the product. I don't know if you can see it. It's Fuel Energy. I came in with it. I'm the only person that supplies these products in Africa, you know. So I had gone to Ghana. We opened a company. We had started in Ghana. So I told the Ghana people to continue while I come to South Africa because somehow I just like Africa, you know. My brothers are in America, London, and all the places. But I choose to come to South Africa where I don't have anybody. They were wondering, how come you don't want to come to USA? You're choosing South Africa. That's where my spirit was leading me to. I came to South Africa with the products. I didn't know anybody in South Africa. when I entered South Africa. It was just a call, a man I got online that called that he would be interested in being the full distributor of the product here in South Africa, you know. So I told him I was coming. When I told him I was coming, I didn't have enough money for tickets. Okay, I didn't have enough money for tickets. So I was looking for cheap tickets and I got into the wrong hand. This guy is a fraudster. He specializes on tickets, doing fraud with tickets. Somebody introduced me to one lady. She's a South African. I met her in Nigeria. In fact, my brother met her, helped her. She came to Nigeria to do prostitution. So they chased her away. My brother saw her somewhere and brought her to our house. That was after my mother's burial. So she told me that since I don't have enough money for tickets, because I was crying for money for tickets to come to South Africa, she said she will introduce me to someone that will give me ticket, not knowing that she works with the guy, you know. So she introduced me to this guy, and the guy said, okay, instead of 2 something that I should pay 90,000 or thereabout. You can imagine the difference. So I was so happy, you know, because I had about 110,000 naira, you know, with me. So I paid him 90,000. I had 10,000 left. And from that 10,000, I was going to transfer myself to places like that, you know. So the guy duped me, I didn't know. Me, I like worshiping. Before we came here, and I was worshiping. So I was worshiping, you know, I'm waiting for the day I will travel. So the day I will travel, let's say today, I will travel in the evening around 7. So I was just worshiping. After worshiping, I was getting ready to go to the airport. That was around 4. Now the guy called me around 4. He said, Madam, I don't know the kind of person you are. This is the first time this is happening to me. Since I collected your money, I have not had rest. Please, I need to send your money back. Let me tell you, this is what I do. And it's a fraudulent deal. So this is the first time I will refund somebody's money back. You know, he said, I don't know if you are a witch, but whatever you are, please maintain whatever you are. I want to refund you your money. I said, what are you talking about? That I'm on my way to the airport. He said, Madam, you better collect your money. He's talking to me from South Africa, but he's in Nigeria. You know, so I said, so if you somebody is telling me he was about to defraud me, he wants to send me my money back, and I'm telling him, okay, if you send me my money back, how do I get tickets? You know, instead of me to be happy that he wants to refund the money, I'm not asking him. He said, Madam, that is not my business. Please send me your account. Let me send your money back.
Wow.
What did I do? I still insisted that, no, please, just hold the money, you know. Let me call the man, the distributor man. I called the man and I told the man, this is the problem. The man said that I want the man to collect the money in rands and look for somebody here in South Africa that he can send the money to book my ticket. The man said, who will book your ticket for such an amount? And he doesn't have money to complete it. I said, just collect the money first. I will speak to the person. Anybody you take the money to, that is a ticketing officer, I will speak to that person, you know. So he found a ticketing officer here. Till today, the lady is still my ticketing person, you know. So I spoke to her, I said, look, my sister, you are my sister, and I'm scheduled to come to South Africa to conquer some things, you know, that the devil cannot stop me. The lady said, what are you talking about? I said, my money is not complete. Please, whatever they give you, collect it. When I come in, I'm going to balance it. The lady said, I don't even know you. We don't do things like that. I said, please. Long story short, the lady collected the money. Now, if you're traveling, if you don't have what is called I think PT or something, you know, they will not allow you to pass the airport. Now, what was remaining with me, maybe it was about 4,000 naira from the 20,000. What was remaining was 4,000 naira. So when I got to check in, they started asking me how much I had. I said, that is not your business. The man said, okay, we will know if it's my business when you get to where immigration will search you. I said, don't worry, when I get there, you know. I I got to the first immigration, I explained, she said, no, if you don't have money to spend, want to go and do prostitution, you have to go back. Already I know that I'm destined to come into this country, so nobody can stop me. So eventually she allowed me. So the final man that she told me, even if she allows me, that man there will never allow you. I said, okay, I will see if he's greater than God. So by the time I got to the man, that was the first thing he asked me. Say, how much do you have to spend in South Africa? As he asked me that question, NEPA took light. If you're in Nigeria, you understand. NEPA took light in an international airport. For close to 15 minutes, there was no light. They were trying to put on the gen. No gen was coming up. The man just told me to go. Immediately, I left the man's counter. NEPA brought light. I was just walking so fast, so that, and that was the final place. Then I came in. Now, when I come in, there's no hotel for me to lodge. The man that harbored me here for the first time, is this distributor, the man that wants to be a distributor. His wife is a pastor. When he called the wife that my hotel people, because I told them that the hotel where I was supposed to stay is now fully booked. That's what I told him. He said, okay, I should come to the house. He has a daughter. He will play with the daughter and see if I can stay with her. And also if the wife will allow. So the man is from Nigeria. After talking to the man called the wife. The wife said, she's your sister. Why not? The daughter just accepted me, and that was how I came into South Africa, knowing nobody. The family took me as if I am part of them. Why I'm sharing this is because there is nothing God cannot do. And, when I look at past experiences, I know that God is in what we're doing. There is no way God is not in what we are doing. If God is not in what we are doing, we will not come this far. So I want to tell you that God is in what we are doing because he sees the end from the beginning. Like when we had our first meeting, Pastor Chris said, don't think that everything will be smooth right now. No, everything will not be smooth. But in all these things, we are more than conquerors. Let's not forget that. We look at the greater picture. Just focus on the greater picture so that any other thing you see on the way, that, oh, this is where we are going. We just focus and we keep going. If we see any challenge, we just focus and we keep going. At the end of the day, you will see we will all have testimonies. God will show himself strong on our behalf. And it's for the good of not just us, but for our generation to come. So
that is great.
I say that to say this. Please, let's team up and make TBC great. It's not about you shopping. What do you want to shop that you cannot actually afford? This is about TBC promotion, because we know that by promoting TBC, we are getting to something greater in future. So what we are doing is we are promoting TBC with the stores. Now, by the time we have a store in your location, you know that it will be easier for you to market TBC, because the new members you're going to talk to about TBC, the first thing they will ask you, how do I cash out? You tell them we have a shop. You can come and shop whatever you want with your credit. And you see immediately the new member will want to buy some coin. And don't forget that the coin he is buying, he will get equivalent in coin. He will get a transaction verified, get some cookie rewards. He will also shop for 100%, worth $100. So he's getting triple things with one, So the idea is about promoting TBC, and also shopping. So that is the idea. Last time we talked about how we're going to get a store. So Pastor Chris said he's going to talk to some people and bring us report today. So, Pastor Chris, can we hear from you, sir?
On the platform thank you, Madam Flourish. You know, it's a pleasure knowing you. And
we can't hear you very well.
you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Be audible a bit. Your audio, your microphone is not really, you know, but we can hear you. Not too much.
It's very faint.
Very faint. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but
we can manage.
Okay. Sorry for that. Maybe I had to do one or two things. It's functioning the way it ought to be. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That's right. If anybody is listening to us, I'm not sure the person will be able to hear you. That is, you know, if we try to make a video out of this, I'm not sure the viewers will hear you.
Okay, a moment, just a moment. Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Once again.
Good evening.
For me, it's a special privilege God has given us to have a dialogue tonight concerning Flourish TBC store. As a matter of fact, I want to commend you, Madam Flourish. I want to commend you. I've heard you giving series of testimony of what God has done in your life. Time will not permit us. She has a lot to share with us. Last time I was listening to one of her videos, she talked about how God, some people wanted to hijack the business she came to do in South Africa by trying to offer her what they feel that is better than the product because of her faith. But she resisted it and God uplifted her. I see the passion God has put in you to drive TBC to the next height. Just like what she said, I'm not trying to say what we don't know. Most people here know much about the TBC, but I'm trying to say that every one of us, one of the reasons of this platform is to take TBC to the next level, especially we that are in Europe here, because of the system we belong to. The system is somehow affecting our activity, and that is just the truth. So, but we have to consciously on our own fight against the system. How do we fight against the system? By doing what we ought to do. Take it as a priority, not just shopping. Shopping is one of the reasons why we are here, but the most importantly is advertising TBC. Because when TBC becomes big, the adoption of TBC is there. You find out that all you have in your wallet becomes more easy for you to have access to them and make good use of them. So I want to say thank you, Madam Flourish, and thank you everybody in the platform here. Everybody here knows me, and I know everybody here, and the others are going to join suit very soon, if not tonight or some other time. Now, regarding to the store you asked me to check, I've made some contact and I'm still making contacts. So I'm trying to negotiate a better place that'll be suitable for us. Just like what I said last time, I think it would be good. We'll attach ourselves to somebody that has a shop already, rather than trying to get a shop, a full-blown shop or a new shop or somewhere else we can have as our store. It will cost much. It's not difficult, but it will cost a lot. We're here in Europe, you know, everything here is about money. So the wisdom there is that we can attach. So I'm still throwing it to everybody hearing me tonight. You can join her together to look for. Don't just leave it for me alone. I'm talking to my people. already in the platform, in your location, wherever you know that we can get access to that, maybe joining somebody, maybe paying the person at the end of the month. Make use of there. So when we become bigger, we cannot look for our own center. I think that is the deal.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that I'm still making some contact regarding to that. So I've not finalized. Maybe the next meeting, I'll be able to come up with something.
Okay.
So I'm working on them. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, thank you so much, sir. The room is open for questions. You can. I'm trying to unmute everybody. So go ahead, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. What I want to ask is, if is already a person already in business. Here we know that in business here there are taxes which they pay to government, and also we won't talk about their rent. How then do they settle the tax of the government? Because every business here pays tax to government. And if we eventually attach ourselves to the person already in business, which means government might come in to know how much profit he makes from our TBC. And we know that right now, TBC has not, we are not public, we are private. Unless I'm suggesting if we can create our own business, because we know what we're doing, we're private, then from there, others can come in to buy. Because most of them, some of the people here, they don't have business. And if eventually we want to tell them or give them this idea, they might not appreciate it, even when it is very profitable. So I suggest if we can, we know it's expensive, but then we can do it ourselves. I think that would be also good. That's
Okay.
my suggestion.
Okay. Yeah. Can I say something?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Since yesterday or 2 days ago, I've been having fever, so my lips is broken because of the fever. My husband has told me not to work since yesterday, but you see, he's not here, so he cannot put off my internet now. I have to work, because I enjoy what I do. Let me say something. Will it be okay if we build an online store for Europe? Then when we ship the products, it will go to the leader. Then when a member, orders for the products, the leader will ship to the member. The store will be mainly for Europe. Will it be okay like that? Because I was trying to suggest that for South Africa. So here in South Africa, store is very expensive. The store that you pay monthly here is what you pay yearly in Nigeria. So today we've been deliberating, and they said the leaders want online stores. But the members, they said no, they want to go there and shop, So the deliberation has been between the leaders and the members. At the end of the day, on Tuesday, we will decide if we're going to have an online store or we're going to have a physical store. So I also told them that physical store, we should be ready to pay monthly, and we don't want to get started and get stopped on. So it partially is also the thing that God will lead us to, because if we don't prayerfully follow these things, you find out that members will even make you to take the wrong step. So in as much as we have made it open to them, we also I go to my corner and pray. So the Holy Spirit will take the final decision. So right now I'm putting it up to us, and if we say yes, do we have anybody in our midst, that we can pay? It's not free, of course. Online store is very expensive. And we can pay to help develop this website for us, so that if we cannot afford the physical store, we can at least afford the online store. But we must have a leader that will accept that the products will be, because these products in online store, you just show the product that you have. Sometimes, the product might not even be there. They will order and we have to ship it. Sometimes it might take 1 week or 2 weeks. So we need to have the product available in one of the leaders' place, so that when they make an order, the leader can easily ship to them. The shipping will be different from, because the order is in Kringles. The order in Kringles. Everything will be in Kringles in the online store. But the shipping is not in Kringles. They will have to pay for shipping. So if that is okay, let's put it into consideration too. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I guess in the world we live now, which is going digital, online can work, because most things are virtually online now, and also, since the money is digital, the physical store might be of little importance. Yeah. So the suggestion is in order. It's just to coach people people who don't know how to shop online, to coach them how to go about it, and they can be handled, and so that you can also avoid the tax issues and the logistics and all that. That would take off all that as the burden of logistics. Then, like you said, one person could volunteer to do the shipping, which is what happens when you order stuff online. It doesn't transport itself. People take the orders and ship them. So if you're having an online shop or store, somebody should be available to take the orders and ship them to the customer or the buyer. Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
But if I can say something, all these ideas are very relevant. But what I think is that if we go online, it depends on what are you buying.
The products.
For example, if the goods are the online shopping, for example, is in Spain or in Holland or in Switzerland or in Germany, and you make an order, and whatever you shopped that is coming into Switzerland, for example, where I am, you have to first of all pay the custom duties. You still have to pay the transportation to come. That is apart from the custom duty. And it depends on what you are bringing in. So if in my own suggestion, because I'm just new in this platform, I was just thinking that if there is any existing shop already that we can appreciate with, at least it can help us to develop our routine of memorandum, that we can know what we are doing. Then from there, for example, if there is another shop existing in South Africa, for example, in Nigeria, it's all about online expenditure that we can spend over there. At least maybe I have family that is there that I was okay, you can go to this shop on this day, or you go to there and they will give you some goods like this, and at least it might look, that's what I think, but I don't know another person's opinion. Then that's a starting point. Maybe it's in South Africa, for example, I have a family that's okay, you go to Victoria Flourishing Plaza, You go there, and this is the code. They will know that this code doesn't come from any other person apart from someone who is in the inner caucus of TBC. So it's just what I think, because creating something online is good to say it, but what comes in matters where you are. And there you can see the customs will start investigating what are you doing, and if you are not a worker or a self-employee, self-standing, or you have no business and things are coming in, and you know the way the money is in the site is huge money, and you would like to, making more shoppings, make more things coming, and ISIS can step in, and there you start making some declarations. You don't have enough backups. I don't know, but I'm just saying my mind.
Okay. Yeah, Pastor Chris. Yeah, Pastor.
Okay. People of God, you now see the reason why it's very necessary for us to have this kind of meeting, so that we'll come up with different opinion and come up with something at the end of the day. We might not be able to conclude tonight, but we're going to view it from the various perspective. On the area of the online is good, but depends on the product. Depends on the product, because if it's a heavy duty product, that is where Apostle Charles' own suggestion is coming from. The customs, the clearing, and other things like that. But if they are just minor things somehow, it wouldn't be a problem. Like all this cargo, all this let me say, like in Spain they have a cargo company or carrier company they call Seul, and the rest of them UPS and so on and so forth. Those ones are minor things, like parcel services. So it's not, those ones are not difficult. So it depends on the product this time around. We determine whether to have a contact place or it has to be online. So the both sides, we have to look into them deeply to know exactly how it will go. Just like what I said earlier, European structure, they are really fighting us. So, but it's we that we stand firm and know what is good for us, because what is good for us here in Europe might not be what is good for people in Nigeria or other countries. So every country's system varies. So I think if we have a contact place, even though it's not a shop, but we call a place a contact place. For example, now we have a website and people purchase through their code, then there must be a place of delivery where you will go, you pick up what you have purchased. So that contact is still important. It's not necessarily we are making it like we're making it like our own shop, or giving tax and things like that. I mean, it's not like that, because again, it depends on the quantity or the kind of product determines, So these are some of the things we have to look into. All these technicalities, we have to deal with them and be able to come up with something that will be lasting for us. So that's what I want to say. The both sides are okay, but let's look into it deeply. And I think Victorious Flourish should be able to tell us better what are we looking up to that should be in that shop. So it will help us to work as well. Thank you.
All right.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, Pastor Amos.
Yeah, for me, I think it's good we start from the crash, and to start from the crash and make it global, because when we're talking about the contact place, it has to be in maybe one country, and every one of us now are not in one country. Some are in Swiss, some in Spain, and I don't know others maybe in other countries like Holland. I don't know. So for everyone to really function together, it has to be online. And talking about having the products, we can start with some, that is the minor products. From there, as things move on, they'll begin to see how, because when it's just like a business, starting up a business, it has to start from scratch. You have to see how things are being done. But I believe if we want to really work together, the countries, the Europe countries, it has to be online, not just in a fixed place. Because if we're talking about fixed place, it will be an impediment to other countries. Maybe in Swiss now, if the place is in Swiss, we that are in Spain can't come over to buy anything there. And so, okay, let's say in Spain too, maybe, so maybe you have a family there, okay, you can go to this place. But I believe to make it global, it will be better online. I think it will be more even cheaper, because I think somebody was saying about the cost of a place, the government and all that. So I believe online, and starting from the crash, maybe the things, the products that will be placed online. I think those are the things that we need to as well consider.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Talking about that now, let me quickly, share with us some of the products that we have for international countries. For now, we've been able to arrange with merchants, but then we don't know how many pieces they're going to be giving to us. So we are I went to them. I've been so busy offline, going from one merchant to the other, trying to see that they welcome us. So yesterday, this is for international countries, not for Nigeria for now, because I don't know. Nigeria is doing a trade fair. What we are doing in Nigeria right now is a trade fair, and the subscription fee is 5,000 naira. So the merchants that will send product to Nigeria is different. But then we also have the merchants that will send product to different countries from Nigeria. The same merchants that will be selling during the trade fair are the same merchants that will use to ship product to different countries. So I was also able to get some here. So right now, not conclusively, but we have plasma TV, we have speakers. And one thing, when I went, was it 2 or 3 days ago, all of a sudden, it just came to my spirit to look for musical equipment for pastors. I went around looking for musical equipment. The only shop that had musical equipment where I went to, they had moved. So at the end of the day, they gave me their flyer. I have it here. I'm going to call them. That is, I have a strong spirit that I went around, looking for a store with musical equipment for pastors. This will be for just ministers, because if you're not called, you don't need musical equipment for anything. So I'm yet to call them, but I so much believe that God will do it, So it's going to be part of what we'll have in our stores. But if you're not a pastor, if you're not called, you will not shop for that one. So we have a speaker for music. We have shirts for men, jacket for men, and chinos trousers for men. I don't know why they did not agree for women. I've not gotten anyone for women. But we have handbags for ladies. Then we have boxes, boxes for clothes, you know. We have blankets, you know, shaving machine, electric stove, um, electric kettle. We have electronics. We have home appliances. But then for Europe, I don't know if the edibles we're going to be using here in South Africa and other African countries will be okay for Europe. So I will not include that one here. So for now, these are the items that is going to be in our store. So even if we have 10 items there, let it be readily available for anyone that wants to shop. And if we are going to make the store online, it means we are going to give a stipulated time frame, you know. For a product to get to Spain from Germany, we need to know how many days, and we also need to know the shipping cost. So when the person shop, you know, the person that will design the website should be able to put all those things into consideration, that, you know, your goods will be delivered in so days. Is going to be using, you know, like I wrote down some things today about the online store when we were having a meeting with the South Africans. So I put down some um, um, courier services. So I put down EMS, USPS, DHL, FedEx, and there's another courier company that goes all over the world. You know, so these courier services will also be visible in the website. You know, then everything on the website will be in Kringles. The 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 prices will be in Kringles. So members will have to master the price in Kringles, because if we put an item in Kringles, let's say 12 Kringles, a member of TBC community should not be asking how much is it in dollars. You have to master the Kringle system, because that is what we are going to be using. Nobody will have time to tell you 12 Kringles is this amount. So it's your duty to master how much Kringles is what, or you can quickly log into your wallet and calculate it. So you don't need to ask any admin or any leader how much is this in Kringles. You know, so we have to do the mastering. Everything on the online store will be in Kringles, you know, but the subscription fee is paid in Bitcoin or in dollars, you know, fiat, and it's one-time payment. Then we follow strictly the manual that we have, you know. So then we will now decide that this product, when it's shipped from Nigeria to Europe, we have to agree where exactly and who exactly received the product. In this case, Pastor Chris, you know, well, whichever country he is, he will be able to receive the product on our behalf. So if anybody goes to the store to make any order in Europe, so it will be Pastor Chris's, of course, he will have an assistant that we are going to pay. Because in this case, the person, Pastor Chris, that is going to ship the product, yes, the individual will pay for shipping, but his logistics, you know, his logistics, who will take care of it? So I think we should be able to talk about that one, how to take care of the person that will be managing. If we ship a product to him, he will take, even if he takes his car to go and pick it, he will have to put gas. So who puts the gas for him? All these things will be in consideration. So in a way, we have to plan it in a way that the subscription fee should be able to cater for the shipping from Nigeria, from South Africa, cater for the media houses. Don't forget that we're going to create awareness. Let people know that they can log into such store and go and shop, So, and have a contact person. Okay, so we're also going to make some flyers and create more awareness. And if the place he's staying is not able to accommodate the product, we'll also have to look out for a mini store. Now, people are not going there in and out to go and shop. They will only go there. He will only go there to move out items to ship to people that have placed order. I think the online store will work. So by this, I want to give Pastor Chris another assignment, to look out for somebody that will design the store for us. It has to be of international standard. I have a sample, but then Pastor Chris also is an international person. Every one of us here, will put head together and choose the best stock that will befit us. Then we'll get somebody from our midst. The person has to be a TBC member so that the person understands what we are doing. Even if he's not a TBC member, fine. But then we get a trusted person to do. Already there's a domain, and that domain can be used globally. The only thing is that we will have a drop down. That drop down will be for Europe. So that drop down is what we are going to concentrate on. So that if any other country is coming on board for online, we create another drop down for that country. So that one website can actually cater for the Flourish thing. Or we can get another domain, and call it Flourish Stores International, so that every country we have. So if any country comes on board, you have a drop down for your country. So we create that domain. We just concentrate on Europe drop down, and all the products for people in Europe. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Madam Flourish. People of God, you've seen the size. This woman is a woman of vision. Thank you for speaking up. I mean, I could see where you are heading to. Well, I mean, within just few minutes now, you've broken down the whole walls, in the mind. So you are giving me a picture of what I begin to understand better and better and better. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You see, what you just said now is giving me a better understanding of what much more than what I had in mind about this particular store. People of God, you see it already. It's a big vision. It's a very big vision. We need cooperation. We need, when we say we'll have a meeting, let us be there, deliberate on issue, because it's going to be for our own advantage and advantage of the community. Even in Europe alone, we have, I wouldn't compare with other people anywhere, but in Europe, to be frank. The Holland are there, the Italians are there, other places are there, Eastern Bloc. I have a statistics of all through Apostle Cletus. I mean, it's massive. Don't think it's just what you're seeing here now. A lot are yet to join us. So I will say in that area of website, by the grace of God, one of the members of my church is he's a designer. He designs website. He's one working on our website as well. I will approach him and see what he can do. At the same time, if another person has somebody who can help, not to help it, who can do it well, not just any kind of website, that would be accepted as well. That'll be accepted as well. I think the online something will be better. And at the same time, I might not be there in Spain. For example, at the moment, the number of people in Swiss here are very low comparing to number of people in Spain. So I would suggest getting somebody down there in Spain who I will liaise with, that will work along with me regarding to taking any of the product that have been purchased to the person that purchased the product. So that would be very, very nice. So these are the things we're going to discuss on our own after this meeting. So I would say that let every hand be on the deck. One thing with me is that I don't like procrastination. Procrastination is not good. What I cannot do, I don't dare it. But the one I know by the grace of God I can do, I go out and I put my effort. So many things has been said according to her. How much will it be? Like when a product is when somebody buy a product, the shipment is a different thing altogether. So are we going to join the shipment price together or a separate price? So these are some of the technicalities we have to put in place. So if it's joining it together with the subscription fee or
No.
separate, or how do we go about it? It's not for now. This is something we're going to discuss in time to come.
Okay.
But I want you to see where we are heading to. This is going to be massive. This is going to be big. It's going to be big. I strongly believe that it's going to be big. So she needs cooperation of every one of us. So that is it. Thank you so much, Madam Flourish. The floor is open. Please feel free to say what is in your mind or what God is putting in your mind or what you feel that it will be okay for us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm happy to join this very great platform again. Thank God for our able leader, Flourish, for this great endeavor. Thank God for all our members who have marvelously contributed to what God has given them. There is area I want to give my own view to take into cognizance. It's very helpful because the most important thing is for we to begin good, even though in everything there will be ups and downs. But when the foundation is well planned, no matter the structure of it, it will still sustain. So that very area is on the area of the product and the transportation and the tax and the mode of purchase. So we are having, for my own view here, we are having 4 things. One is the product. Second is the transportation. Then third is the platform, the mode of buying. It's not one-on-one, or will it be through, through online, or through going to the store to purchase when the product is here. Then third is the tax. Now, in my own view, I suggest that it has to start, first of all, with online. This is my reason. If it is online, it will be a platform whereby when you hit a click, you see what you want to buy. Then the system will now take you to the next level. That next level will be you enter your details. You have what you want to buy, then you enter your details. Then the details will now be in addition to the Klingo, concerning how many products you want to buy or whatever. But then your details, your choice, the product, your details, your choice, which will now go down to payment. And once the payment is done, then the system will now get synced with the Klingo that you made purchase and take it to the final stage where it's supposed to. And when that is done, then the system, the owners of this product, because it's not ours, will now know this is how many people, be it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that have bought this thing. Then they will now enter into the code. And when that is done, normally, because I've made some purchase online, I think I've made a lot. But one of the international purchases I've made was from China. So I bought a product from one Chinese company. I hit their platform. I saw what they have there as a product. I liked it. Then I bought out my car. I paid. The tax, everything there was already added in that product. So, meaning that when it comes to the bureaucracy, the political system, it is already, my tax over that product is already given. So then, and the mode of association, okay, is already on that product. That is how they designed it. So now, what I need to do is just to go to the address where I gave them during the purchase. I pick up my product, because they will now take care of the product to get to me through a via mode of transportation, maybe it EMS or whatever. Mine is to go to the address which I've given them the time I was filling it, and pick up my product in due time. Meaning that very issue of tax is abated because they're taking care of that. Now, on this our own now, in this platform, if we get this platform online built and the product is given and the customer really will pick any product of our choice. Now, the issue now is when it comes to tax, I don't think that the government will begin to ask where is your tax because this product, if it is in South Africa or in Nigeria, once that product is bought, then the mode of transportation is another thing, which maybe the person there in Nigeria, for example, I'm using Nigeria as a case, but the person there in Nigeria now will now organize the product how to get to us or to the person. Then it means that the government, anywhere you are, don't have to ask you who are you, why you or whatever. All you need to do is just to wait for your product, go and pick it there. Period. I was at the chicken. You get me right. Then, but if it is via a kind of getting a store, which is not bad, it means that the bureaucracy has to be in place. There must be a container, a whatever, or how to get to the country you want to go and ship it. And that's why the eyes of government have to enter. Who is here? What is going on here? Who will claim it? What passport? What, a lot of things comes in. And then, when that has been settled, then on the day or on the time of the person who will go and get this very product to the end user, it is not together. Then you have to prepare for the money to pay for transportation, registering it, and so on and so forth, so that things will go fine. The end user will receive it in due time to the main address. No, in my own understanding, I think we have to look into it. Let it be online, first of all. With time, we now expand. For example, Amazon didn't just have big. They started with scratch, but they have their foundation built. Today, Amazon is everywhere. Their main warehouse, their main warehouse is all over the Europe, all over Asia, everywhere, even in Africa. So, which they have bypassed just having online store. They are now moving to the second stage for having big warehouses all over the whole world. But they started with online. So, I believe online should be the first stage now. Then by the grace of God, it will come to a time whereby we will have thousands of online stores where matters will come in more and it will be a bigger picture expansion. But I think online store will be the first of all mode of starting now, so that it will curtail some certain things that might give to reduce our cost when it comes to shop, tasks, a lot of issues. All that we need now is the product, your choice, the platform you register, you buy, then you pay. Another thing I want to add there my own point of view is when it comes to the issue of payment, because you got to pick up this product. But then the money that you take for the product to get to you, you got to pay. And I believe that on that very online store, it will be designed in a way that all the information you need towards that product and how to get to it at the end user will be given. So you really see that this product, you buy this product, but the money of this product doesn't cover the mode of getting to you as the end user. So you see it there on the online store where you want to buy that thing. So you know that yes, I'm buying this thing with my credit card, but the money to pay for these things to get to me will be covered by me as the end user. So these are the things I want to bring as my own view as we go into more discussion. But it is an awesome communication and an awesome platform and an awesome meeting we have tonight. So I believe we are there. I believe we are there. We are going. We are moving. Yeah. But probably in sometime or with time, the physical store will still be in place, which is inevitable.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Is it Don Simon? Thank you for that great contribution. So the room is still open to Mr. Emelike. Do you have anything to say to us?
Hello.
No, actually, I think the Pastor Amos and Don Simo also have said more or less what I wanted to say earlier because of the concern about tax and all that. So I was trying to say that if you're buying something for personal use, nobody taxes you, nobody bothers you about tax and all that. So, but if you're bringing in a load of stuff or like, okay, then you need to pay tax and all that. But if it's something like person, some like an item or two or three, I'm not sure anybody will ask you to pay tax on it. And even at the airport, they just check them normally. I worked in a logistic company sometimes, so they just check it and pass it if it's not a dangerous good or a banned substance and all that. But if it comes in large quantities or some in commercial quantity, then they might demand something like that. And to bring it from Nigeria to here, or I don't know where I'm in Spain. We have all these guys that bring stuff from Nigeria who have special deals with airlines, so they bring in items into Spain. I don't know about other part of Europe, but because we have a lot of Nigerians in Spain, so it's a lot easier to bring in products from Nigeria through these guys. There are so many of them in many cities in Spain who go to Nigeria virtually every week. So they bring in items without stress.
But that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful to make the work easier for us. Now we are moving.
Yeah. On that thing I want to say, because I think the brother that spoke before talks little on that, the transportation, because what I see here, they only lead you not just complication, because as Madam Flourish said, that the product will be bought in Kringles, but the transportation will be in dollar or in euro. So I believe, because we do shop online here, so in some of all these websites, after sometimes they join both together. As you're going, you pay for the product. As you're going, you click the product, and it will take you to adding transportation. Maybe as you're feeling this is the next thing, the transportation comes saying that go to social country, this amount that you are going to pay. So it's immediately joins to the main money that you're supposed to pay for the product. But like in this very case now, it looks as if these are two currency. So both of them cannot actually go together. I don't know if somebody is getting me. The Kringles and maybe the euro, for example. And so in my suggestion on that area, we should try to see how much, because I think there are some websites. Sometimes I do order from US then, and the one you click a place, they ask you from which country. Once you put the country Spain, immediately they tell you how much it costs. And so we need to find out the cost, and maybe somebody can go to this thing, find out the cost of maybe like all these shipping agents and shipping companies, to find out how much is the cost to ship this to so country, how much is the cost to ship this to so country, so that with those things can be calculated with the person that maybe that will be running it, with the as I think I don't know who said something like that before, the fuel, we join to those things, and one can be able to figure out what it costs for a product to get to a destination. And so with that, the person that will be doing that will be designing the website know how to fix those things, because all information is going to be will be there. If you want to ship from maybe from Spain to Germany, for example, from Spain to Italy, these prices, they differs with the products. And so these are information that one need to actually go and find out, and so that things will really move on, because this is a very great project. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, about the sorry. About the issue of shipping, the advice is to have an account with courier companies like DHL or FedEx or UPS or MRW, whatever. You have, or even GLS, the one from Sweden, GLS, because you don't know the weight of. You can also use the normal post office. They can also ship items, but the easier one is all these courier services. You have the person who is in charge will have an account with them, and they make it easier for you to pick up things and ship them without stress. They just because I used to have something like that, but many years ago. You just call them, they will come and pick the product and then send it to wherever you want it to go.
Absolutely.
Hello. I think we are progressing. Madam Flourish, in this little platform you are seeing now, physically, something great will come out of it. Believe you me.
Amen.
I will not permit to begin to tell you distinguished people you see here now.
Wow.
like the second to the last person that spoke, Pastor Amos, is when he was talking, my spirit is telling me that there are a lot of things we can gain from him, and he can gain from this particular platform. Time will not permit to say some certain things. So I think we have people of different caliber here, but I wouldn't mention some certain things anyway because of time. So Pastor Amos, I think you will help a lot in this particular project to push it to the next level. And again, Pastor Emenike, that is there already, know much about it. It's coming up from the angle of registering with a parcel service. But I think you are getting something there now.
Yes.
With the help of the parcel service, he has worked there for a very long time. You know how it goes. So with the help of these people, you find out that it becomes more easier for us. So you don't need to, how do I check this one? They will tell you everything. We can check maybe 2 or 3 or 4 different courier services, and know the one that will be cheap. So the person can now go to them. You don't take anything to register. This what I want to do. This da. Okay, fine. So and the other person will be cooperated to work along with us. That is here. You see now, and things will begin to move forward. The way I'm saying this thing, another thing I want to ask is that, am I permitted to ask a certain question apart from this, right?
Yeah, you are permitted to ask.
Good. I think we have established the fact that we need to have online. That's what was about that. That one is a done deal. We have established that. What we are talking about now is technicalities on that, how to get it done. Yeah. And another thing I want to ask is that how many times can somebody shop in this particular shop, online shop? Or can you shop at random? Or you shop once in a week, or you shop twice in a week, or you shop once in a month? You know, all this has to be defined so that people will not outrun others.
Yeah. You know, this thing is in the manual. It's in that manual, but
Okay, you said to
I'll
me,
throw
yeah,
more
yeah.
light. I'll throw more
Okay,
light to it, you know.
okay.
Um, um,
I still have another question, but answer this one first.
no, let me answer this one first.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we said, the subscription fee is $100. Now, this subscription fee is mainly for logistics. This subscription fee is also what qualifies you to shop $200 worth of products. Now, if you decide to shop it at once, that is left for you. It doesn't end there. Remember, we are promoting TBC. So as you shop, you know, you subscribe, you shop for $200 worth of products, you're going to be talking to new people to join the store. Remember, anybody joining the store to shop must first of all come through TBC. So the person will be a registered member of TBC. So as you subscribe as that new person, it's like the person is buying Kringles now. The new person is buying Kringles worth $100. That Kringles you're buying is what qualifies you to shop, in this case, $100 worth of products. Because you're going to be receiving Kringles worth $100. Your transaction is going to be verified, you know, so you receive more cookies, you know, plus you're going to be shopping $100 worth of products. Now, this person you have brought to shop, you know, you have your commission. We had a meeting, admin meeting, was it 3 days ago, you know, where we you know, already we said 50%, but some of the admins said, no, let it be 10%. But majority said 10%, then minority said 50%, so that, you know, it will be in line with TBC admin's vision. So if you're bringing in somebody to Flourish stores, the person buys Kringles. Now we have a central wallet where the Kringles goes to, you know. When the person buys Kringles, you know, that person qualifies to shop $100 worth of products. Then the person that introduced that person qualifies to shop $50 worth of products. So that is how shopping continues. It will encourage people to bring in more people. This is about promoting TBC. Don't forget.
That's right.
That vision, you know. So you're going to get new members to come and shop from your new members. Now, it will get to an extent where we will have cars. People will buy cars from our store. How do we buy the car? We can have a car worth, let's say, $5,000, for example, you know, and you want that car. It means you're going to qualify for that car through your referral system.
Wow.
You know, you have to calculate how many people you're bringing in to qualify you for that car, you know, so that you have that car for 100% TBC.
Wow. Not just going to buy the car or purchase the car either.
Yeah. It's just like we want to encourage bringing more people into TBC community, you know. Now they're joining Flourish, they're shopping. As they're shopping, you that brought them in,
Yeah.
the leader over there is recording the person that brought these people in. Okay. Now the money that comes in stays with the leader there. It's only when we need that we can call for it. So the leader has to be, you know, a leader that, you know, we can really leave our money with. So if it's in Bitcoin, it stays with you, then you are calculating the number of people that are coming through a particular person. You are calculating the amount. Let's say the person needs a washing machine, and washing machine is, let's say, $500. Once that person's money completes $500, you have to release the washing machine to the person. So this is how the shop will run and be sustained. Because if we just shop and we do nothing, the shop will just be there. So we need to bring in more people through that system. So if you study that manner very well, to give you an insight into what we want to achieve. So
wow, I'll go back to it again. You know, last leaders meeting, I was not there. And I think this time around, I will buckle up a little bit to see that I'll attend every meeting. So another one is that,
let me say something. Let me say something before you ask another question. You know, sometimes most of the things we discuss here, like this video will be made available. I'm sure you want the video. Now, you know, when we say something and maybe you think somebody want to copy us and go and do what we planning, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are promoting TBC. And let me tell you, it takes a grace to do what we are doing. If you don't have grace for what we are doing, you cannot do it. You know, if you don't have the grace for it, you cannot do it. God has given to each and every one of us a grace to carry out one thing or the other. So if one of the admins was like, you know, after we finish discussing, you know, sometimes our videos are made public, some people are copying us. I say, so this is TBC. We are promoting TBC. It's even good. They should copy and go and replicate it. At the end of the day, TBC is the main thing we are promoting. You know, at the end of the day, it's for our own good. You see? So to me, in Flourish, there's nothing like secrets. Sorry. There's nothing like secrets. We make everything public. This is what we are doing. If you want to join us, come. If you want to go and do it, fine. Replicate it. It's good. Like a leader in New Zealand, you know, contacted me and she said she wants to do what I'm doing, that I should guide her. I gladly guided her. You know, this is what we are doing. Please replicate this in your place. And she said she's going to do it. Another leader in Philippines, a lady, also contacted me and said she wants to do what I'm doing. You know, she wants to do it in her own country. That she needs that manual. I sent her the manual. So what we are doing is we are promoting TBC. There's nothing, we are not in competition. We are not in competition. We are promoting TBC. You know, at the end of the day, if she's making progress there, it's to the good of the community. You see? So anybody can replicate what we are doing. We are transparent. So don't be surprised. You see this video and you'll be like, this is we discussing secrets. Please, there's no secret. Everything is made. This is TBC community. So yeah, please ask your other question.
Thank you for your kind heart. Thank you so much, because it's not everybody who will say things like this. To be frank, you are pouring your heart out. You are pouring your heart out. Simplicity and having a godly heart, you know, because you understand what the grace of God is all about. You know, we are not competing. You rightly said it. Another thing I want to ask is that not say it now. Maybe we can talk privately, but if it is possible for you, that will still be okay. But I would like a situation whereby those of us in Europe here, we begin to scout for merchants.
Yeah.
Scouting for merchants, because when we are talking about, you are showing us some of these products. My mine just flashed towards a pastor friend of mine. He's in another city. So he deals with these things, telephone, electrical appliances, computers, and a lot of things. He gets it in big bulk.
Yeah.
So such company, if we can penetrate them and they share the concept of TBC to them, who knows? God can touch them. They can see where we are heading to,
Exactly.
and imbibe in the vision. Then the whole thing becomes bigger and bigger. So I'm saying this to say that we shouldn't leave it on you alone with your merchants. Every one of us can begin to scout for that. So now the question is now, how can you train us or help us or give us an idea on the issue of getting a merchant?
Okay.
Frank, what I'm doing, people that are here, they are ministers. Everybody here is a minister. That is why I'm being open, I'm being straightforward. You understand? Now, I'm not in the business of trying to get something else. I've not even done this. Even the ministry I'm doing, that one takes a whole lot of my time. Not to talk of.
Let me share. This is an open secret now. It's an open secret. Number one, the merchant you're getting, you are teaching them to reach out to their spheres of contacts, because in their areas they have people they know. So you're telling them that the products they are getting from you, they will sell the Kringles and have their value. Recently, some of the merchants I met told me that if they don't sell the Kringles, what happens? So in some cases, you have to deposit. You have to make a deposit. Like, say, okay, you're giving me products worth, let's say, worth $2,000. Okay, let me make a deposit of 500. If you're not able to sell it, you take the deposit. I met some merchants that said I must make a deposit because they don't understand cryptocurrency and they don't even know how to go about it. But all these things, you will not pay your members. You will not share with your members because we want 100%. If we say, okay, because we are going to be, from part of the subscription, we are going to be making deposits to some merchants. Now for that, Pringles will not be 100%, to be 50%. You'll find out that some people will slack back. So we don't want anything that will slack back. The few places I went to recently, I met 2 people that told me that. They say, okay, we can partner with you, no problem. But for a period of time, if we are not able to sell our Kringles, how do we, can you make deposits so that if we are not able to sell it, we'll take your deposits? So I thought about it and said, well, yes, we can make a deposit, but it depends on how much we have at hand. At the end of the day, what we have is $100 subscription. From this $100, we are building a website. From this $100, we are, logistics is there. We are doing media, Now, the products that we are getting from the merchants, we are also going to be shipping it to various countries from this $100. And now, these 2 people are saying, we must make a deposit. Let me tell you, that deposit you're making is not likely to come back to you because they might tell you they were not able to sell the Kringles. And the deposit is like you paid 50% or whatever percent of the product they have given to you. At the end of the day, they still have their Kringles. They are not giving you back your Kringles because they know that they will need it in future. They still have your Kringles. and they are still keeping your. So what if in a situation like that, the money at hand is not able to take care of the deposits? What happens? Do we say, okay, because of that, we will not include such? It's actually a very good deal for me. So I accepted that we make deposit for the 2 products like that. But for the rest, they said this is testing. If we test it this period and it didn't work out for us, we are not going to send you products again. So that is why prayer is really needed here, because we don't want to start with a particular product. Then when people need it and when we go back, the merchant will say no, because we are not able to sell the Pringles, we are not releasing another product. So that is just things here that we need to know, and so that we can consider as we progress. Yeah, because we, like Pastor is saying, Pastor Chris is saying he has electronics merchant. You can talk to the merchant and the merchant will say, oh, I don't know cryptocurrency. You have to pay me some money in case I'm not able to sell. So Pastor Chris should be able to negotiate with him on the percentage we have to pay. Now, it doesn't mean that because we are paying some percentage, the members will also pay the percentage. No, we have said it's 100% and it's 100%. So, Pastor Chris.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Madam Flourish. Yeah, I really get you. So the bottom line now is that the increment of the membership is very, very important. Canvassing of people, bringing people in.
Yeah.
That is one of the key.
Yeah.
In as much as the merchants is very important, the community as well. If the community begin to grow, it helps even when they say, give us 50%. So we'll be able to have something enough to deposit and still continue running.
Exactly.
So it's the men and brethren. I know now everyone of us are beginning to see the concept. I mean, you begin to get ideas on what this thing is like. So it's not something for one person, it's something that has to do with community effort is needed here. When the online shop is built, then people begin to come in. It helps in case of getting more merchants and the sustainability of the shop itself.
Yeah.
I think that's what she's trying to say.
Exactly.
I think that's what I'm trying to say, Madam Flourish.
Yes, sir.
So for now, I don't have any other question to ask regarding it because it's more clearer to me now. So this is a massive vision. So we can do that for sure. We can do that. For example, now to start with, let me ask another one. To start with now, you said the other day that to start with that the central body will foot the bill of the online shop, right?
Yeah, it's the any country that is coming on board will take care of his drop down. The building of the drop down, because now we have a website. Now Europe, you have your drop down, where your products may not be the same with the different countries. So if we get the domain name, then any country that is coming on board, we take care of this or her drop down. And I think it's part of the subscription fee. There is no extra cost. So we have to manage the subscription fee very well in a way that we'll be able to achieve all these things with that subscription fee. So
okay. Thank you so much. I'm done for now.
All right. Yeah, this is a long meeting. Do we have any other question? It's almost 12 a.m. here. So I want to specially thank each and every one of you for attending. This meeting is so, I don't know, there's a different spirit, there's a different atmosphere. in this meeting. There is so much peace, maturity, wisdom, knowledge. So from this meeting, we are going to move higher.
Amen.
I see a lot of things coming from this particular.
Amen.
Yes. So I want us to keep it up. Don't relent. Don't lose hope. Be focused. And above all things, don't forget that Jesus can come anytime. Yes, Jesus can come anytime. So please, always make sure you are in right standing with him. So that anytime he calls you home, you know that you have fulfilled your own calling. So that will be it for today.
Sorry, before you go, ma.
Yeah.
I think you have to touch a little bit about the trade fair going on that is going to start in Imo State, because of our volunteered interest of paying their own fee to have access to that particular trade fair. So can you explain a little bit?
All right. First of all, with the shipping system that you have introduced, because I found out that there is an easier shipping system. Like a lot of people come to Nigeria most often that can take products back to you. So it's easier for you to participate in the Imo State Trade Fair that's coming up on the 27th of April. So what you do is the subscription fee is 5,000 naira, which is $15, which you pay through Bitcoin or to the Naira account, Flourish account. Then you put down your names, you submit your names to Pastor Chris, when you pay. Pastor Chris submits the names to our financial secretary, Madam Ejufa, and Madam Ejufa will work with the international relationship officer, Mr. Matthew, and it's that international relationship officer that will ensure that your product gets to Pastor Chris. So both of them will be communicating on how to get the product across. Now, his responsibility is to let you know the items we have in our trade fair. Then you tell him what you need. He will pick your items for you and package it. Pastor Chris will tell him who to take the product to. If you don't have who to take the product to, he will take it, he will ship it, but you take care of the shipping cost. So it's very easy for you to participate. If you have people in Nigeria too, maybe you don't want your product shipped to you, you can tell us to, contact your people in Nigeria to take your products. So that is, and it's not for Europe alone, like I know some people will be listening to this video. So if you want to participate in the Imo State Trade Fair coming up on the 27th of April, you can pay in Bitcoin or in Naira or also in Rands, Flourish accounts, and you work with your team leader. We have team leaders for each country. So when you contact us, we should be able to tell you who your team leader is, so that through Mr. Matthew, you'll be able to get your product across to you. So if you want to participate, you can talk to Pastor Chris after this meeting.
Awesome.
All right. Having said this, I will say thank you very much. God bless you.
Goodbye, everyone.
And thank you.
God bless you. God bless you, ma.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay,
God bless you all. God bless you all.
Bye.
Bless you
Good night.
all.
God
Bye.
bless.
Good night, everyone.